Hi, welcome back. It's me, Jennifer, again with Monkey. We have this and the companion video. The other video is talking about how to have a really great time on the flight. This one's really going to be talking about how to stay safe on the plane, not get sick. You paid a lot of money for your vacation and a lot of money for your flight. The last thing you want to do is get sick from the plane. I used to always get sick from the plane. I have asthma and allergies, so I'm susceptible to it, but I used to get bronchitis all the time, or some other illness like vomiting. That doesn't happen to me anymore. I take all the precautions suggested by my internist and my allergist and what I've read online. I don't get sick anymore. What happened in Bali, or one of our other trips, somebody didn't take all the precautions she needed to. She got sick from the plane and got 4 other people sick on the bus. So I just want to make sure that doesn't happen to you. You don't want to spend half your trip in the hotel room sick, trying to get room service. The couple things I'm going to talk about. The only quote I'm ever going to quote for you, I think, is this one. It's from the Wall Street Journal. They did a survey on planes. They swabbed the tray tables and the bathrooms to see what was on the planes. Now, granted, the planes will tell you they clean the planes once a month. If they clean the planes once a month and there's 6 people on the plane every day, that's nearly 200 people could have been on that same seat before you sat down. Would you stay at a hotel that they cleaned it every 200 people? No, that'd be gross. So listen, they can't clean the plane as much as they'd like to. It's understood. Here's what they found from the survey. This was done at the University of Arizona. This guy, Dr. Charles Gerba, swabbed the airplane bathrooms and tray tables on 8 flights. And what they found, 4 out of 6 tray tables had noroviruses, and that's not just giving you bronchitis. It gives you, it's the group of viruses that cause miserable 1 or 2 day vomiting and diarrhea. And then they also found the superbug MRSA on the trays. What do they call methicillin-resistant staphylococcus? Yeah, MRSA. Terrific, right? Yeah, you don't want that. So they also swabbed the bathrooms, and guess what? I mean, there's babies being changed in there. There's E. coli all over the bathrooms. So they found that there was E. coli in the bathrooms. 30% of the sinks, flush handles, faucets, 20% of the toilet seats. Listen, it's gross. They can't clean it as often as you'd like them to. So it's up to you to take the precautions you can. What I do so that I don't get sick is bring several things with me that I need. These gloves, and I talked to you about these gloves before. You can put them on. It keeps your hands nice and warm, but it also keeps the nasty tray table from getting on you, and also it keeps you from touching your eyes and your mouth. And you can always wash these when you get to the destination. They're really nice to have. I also bring these masks, and I talked to you about these masks. I'm going to talk about a little bit more. Bring at least 4 or 5. You bring 1 with you for each flight. Just toss it because it's going to be all germy. Let's talk about the germs in the air for a second before we go on to the ones in your hands. When people are sneezing and coughing, there's going to be germs in the air. When you turn your vent on halfway, it's going to blow those germs down so they don't get to you. But by having this mask on, and yeah, I know, it looks weird. It looks crazy. Why would you have this mask on? In Asia, everybody has this mask. But in America, it's not so much, right? It's not happening that much. But for you, because you paid so much, because you really want to be a world traveler, you wear this mask, especially when you're sleeping. Why not? It does several things. Keeps the germs out. It also keeps the moisture in. The more your mucous membranes are moist, the more they can resist these bugs. It also keeps the smells out, as we talked about, but also, of course, when you're sleeping and your mouth is open, it covers it up. So I like that. So I wear that. Now, I also bring these hand sanitizer and some toilet paper. Then I just wipe everything down when I sit down, so it's nice and clean as I can get it. And then I put the gloves on. Certainly wipe these down if you go to the bathroom. Wipe yourself down. And also wipe yourself down when you're, anytime you touch anything, just wipe it down, especially before you eat. Okay, so that's a little bit about the germs on the plane. Importantly here is you wear the mask, drink lots of water. I talked about water before. Just make sure that you keep moist because the air tends to be very dry on the plane. It's dehumidified, so you don't want your nostrils to get dry. That mask keeps the moisture in. I want to talk a little bit about blood clots. That's crazy, right? Blood clots? I'm a runner. Why would I get blood clots? Well, I did. It wasn't from flying. It was from sitting too long at work, but it happens when you sit. And sitting 10 hours on a plane, your legs aren't getting the pumping motion that they're used to. Your legs actually are part of your circulatory system. They pump blood. And so when you wear compression socks, which I recommend, it keeps the blood moving. I wasn't the only one that got a blood clot who's a runner. Sabrina Williams, who's the great tennis player, got blood clots from being on a plane. It happens because your legs aren't getting a chance to do their job. The other thing you can do, of course, is move your legs up and down. There's lots of exercises you can see online about those. Keep your legs moving. And when you get up, make sure that you move your legs a lot. Do some squats, whatever else you need to do if you go to the restroom. Blood clots are a real bad problem. If you get to the location and you feel like you've got a stitch, like you pulled a muscle in your leg, let me know right away because that may be a blood clot. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about, we're not going to talk about safety in an emergency. I may make another video for that. It's very interesting. Some people get off the plane that are sitting by the exit. Some people that are far away from the exit get off, and some people that are sitting right next to the exit don't get off. It kind of depends on whether you've thought about it beforehand, so I might make another video on that. But the last thing I want to talk about is air sickness. Air sickness happens to you when your eyes are moving, but your body's not. So tend not to read or watch movies because your eyes will be moving because the plane's moving, but your body's not. So it's that disconnect that gives you air sickness. So one of the things I suggest is sitting by a window. You can look at the horizon. It doesn't move. If you're starting to feel air sick, just close up your laptop, close up your, don't watch the movie, stop reading for sure, turn that vent on, and then close your eyes. Listen to some music. Limit your alcohol. It keeps you from getting air sick. Of course, bring lots of water to keep yourself hydrated. Rest if you can on the plane. And again, turn the fan on. So I think I might have mentioned that. They also suggest maybe bringing a ginger tablet, or you could have Dramamine or Bonine. Bonine is the one that doesn't make you sleepy, so you might want to do that before you fly if that happens to you a lot. Okay, so I think we've talked a lot about staying safe on the plane. The most important thing I want to make sure you understand is it's germy. So just do everything you can just for that short 10 hours to not get sick. And I think you're going to love the fact that you don't get sick on your trip. Okay, we'll see you on the plane. I look forward to flying with you. Can't wait to see you then. Bye.